this isn't your first time. If this is your first time, here on Component, we talk about 911 ownership, and we've also been following along with my personal journey with my 996.2. So today I just wanted to make a super short video on option codes and the option codes that kind of came with my car, as well as some other notable 996 option codes. So we're just going to dive right into it. So I'll kind of just name off the options, and then I'll put the numbers somewhere below. So the first option on my car is the Arctic Silver Metallic code. I think the Arctic Silver is really a really nice color. It has a nice shine in the sun, especially when I get it all waxed and polished up. So I think that is a really beautiful color. It's not one of the more, I guess, rare colors. I'm not sure how many Arctic Silver Metallic cars that Porsche made in the 996 generation, but it is a beautiful color. The next code is just the U.S. emissions for the catalytic converter. I got the heated seats, 288, which is the headlamp washer. The previous owner must have capped those because there's like a little silver cap on my headlamps. But it's one of those nostalgic things to have a headlamp washer. 340, which is just the heated seats. 411, which is the 18-inch Carrera 5-spoke wheel, which isn't one of my favorite 996 wheels. I'm much more of a turbo twist type of guy. I really love the turbo twist, and it's just, I don't know, I think it really looks good. I think a good Porsche wheel looks good on several different generations, and I think just the turbo twist, especially on like 993s, I love the turbo twist on 993s, but I just think it's one of those wheels that really are beautiful. So I'm not a super huge fan of the 5-spoke Carrera wheel, but to each his own. At some point I will be changing out the wheels and tires on my car, so I'm not sure quite yet if I'm gonna go in the direction of the turbo twist or maybe some aftermarket wheel, but I'll definitely be getting all that on camera for you guys when I do decide which wheels I want to go with. You got the CD compartment, 424. You got the 425, which is the rear wiper window. I have the 8-way electrical seats. 446 was the wheel cap with the colored crest. Once again, the previous owner swapped out the wheels already, so I didn't even get to see those. I have PSM in my car, which is if you don't know, it's the Porsche Stability Management, and that code is 476. I got the seat memory, and the 4-way adjustable lumbar support. So as you see, like, my car didn't come with it didn't come with a lot of highly sought after spec. I would say it's pretty much a base Carrera 2, a base C2. So it didn't come with a whole lot of options. But I want to hear from you guys. When you guys are looking for your first 911 or just your 911 in general, were you looking for a super highly spec'd car with a lot of options? I can honestly say in the beginning of my search, I really was. I think I was looking for, all these options, and I wanted, it had to be black, or it had to have the Savannah beige interior, it had to have the 3-spoke wheel. And then as I got to searching, I kind of lowered my standards a little bit, I guess you would say, just on options and, the things that came with the car. Because I think the 911, in whole, I think the objective is to really make it your own. I think that's kind of any car, but more specifically in the 911, I see so many people putting their personal touches on their car. So kind of after a while, I just got to thinking like, well, I'll just get, what I can, get me a nice vehicle, not too much mileage on it, really well taken care of. And then I'll kind of just change everything as I go to my liking. So that was kind of my outlook on it and my kind of take on it. I just wanted to get the best car for me, get it at the price point that I wanted, get it at the mileage that I wanted, and then kind of just go from there on making it my own. But like I said, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Are you one of those people that kind of just like, nope, I'm stuck in my ways. I want this highly optioned car and I'm going to get it. Or are you kind of like me, as where you kind of just get what you can and then you kind of make it your own. But I also wanted to talk about some notable 996 options that came in the 996s. One of them being the C99 code, which is the bucket seats, the paint match bucket seats. I think the sport seats are super, super beautiful in these cars. And at some point, I would love to get some sports seats. I know they are very, very expensive. I've been looking on, some forums, sites like eBay and stuff. I'm not really sure if I'm going to go with it just because it is so expensive. But they do really look nice, especially with the paint matched backs. I may end up going with some Recaros or some other brand. I don't know yet, but I'll definitely be bringing you along for that journey when I do decide what seats I want to get. The code 436, which is the 3-spoke steering wheel. Once again, the previous owner before me had some really nice touches, and they ended up putting that in for me because I'm really not a fan of the original steering wheels. I think they're ugly. So I'm glad that the previous owner put the 3-spoke steering wheel in. Like I said before, that was one of my things. I wanted the 3-spoke steering wheel when I was looking for my 996. So I'm happy I was able to get it and didn't have to swap it out, which isn't a super hard thing to do. I've watched YouTube videos on it. I've watched several YouTube videos on it, so I seen people change them with ease. But I just didn't want to deal with it, or just didn't want to have to go get the the wheel and the airbag and all that other stuff. So I'm glad mine came with the 3-spoke steering wheel. Code 509, which is the fire extinguisher. I know I've seen some guys with the higher spec GT2s and GT3s, have the fire extinguisher in their cars. I think it's a cool touch when you have those higher spec cars. I think it's just one of those things that it's a personal preference. Hopefully you never have to use it, but like I said, it's just one of those kind of things that are for visual purposes, I guess. The code 550, which is the roof rack. I thought that was a pretty notable code just because with the 911 car, or just through any generation, I think it's a all around everyday car as well, and you kind of conform your 911 to your lifestyle. So I think it's cool that Porsche kind of gives you that option to add a roof rack, whether you're throwing your bikes on top or luggage on top or whatever it may be. I think that's just a cool option to have. The code 614, the Motorola phone. I think that's super cool. I love seeing 911s with the Motorola phones. I just think it's super, super nostalgic, and it's a good touch. It would have been nice to have found a car with the Motorola phone in it, because I definitely would have left it. Like I said, I just think it's one of those nostalgic touches. You got the code 650, which is the sun moon roof. A lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but some people, they want their cars without sunroofs. They think it looks cleaner on top without the lines from the sunroof. But I don't know. For me to have a sports car, I always need a sunroof. That's just me. Code 651, which is the PCM, the Porsche Communication Management, with the nav and the telephone and a radio cassette. I think that is a super, super nostalgic thing as well. In the early 2000s, we still had MapQuest and things like that where we had to print out the directions to where we were going. But, in the early 2000s, they had that kind of double-din unit for navigation and phone. So it kind of goes with the code 614 with the phone, because I believe the PCM came with that, came with the phone with the navigation. But yeah, it's just one of those nostalgic things. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to keep it short, keep it sweet, kind of talk about the option codes that came with my car and kind of just get you guys input on option codes. So until next time, people, peace.